It's time. You went out and got to watch. You know what time it is because you've dialed in. You dialed in, you dialed up, and you've come to Mikey T at Mike Sportsbook, Michigan's premier sports betting hotline with tips, analysis, and predictions. And in this broadcast, we're going to underline tips, analysis, and predictions. We're going to name everything. We're going to lay everything out on the line. If you're new to the station, please like and subscribe. In the description, hit the Discord. That'll get you over to the community lounge. You'll voice chat with the other players, including myself, Mikey T, about the sporting issues of the day. We'll talk about the tips, analysis, and predictions. And then I'll lead you to the fork in the road. At that point, you'll be in complete control of determining which way you go. You're either going left or right. And it'll be based on the most important thing of all, the information that you have to make that decision. You've tuned in, and let's get to it. Mikey T, Michigan's premier sports betting hotline, coming to you live out of Michigan. We're protected by Michigan, Superior, Huron, Erie, and Ontario, as in we're in the Great Lakes state. Michigan's leading the country in online gambling and online gaming, and also phone calls to Gamblers Anonymous, because people get gambling and they get hooked, and then they can't stop gambling, and they'll gamble everything. Just like a drug addict or an alcoholic or anyone that's obsessed. Sports betting is leading the country in online gambling in Michigan. It's a $1 billion a year industry, and Mikey T is getting his piece of the pie with my tips, analysis, and predictions. You'll get into the lounge, voice chat with the other players, at that which time you'll be directed to a parlor, of which you'll spend $15 on a 5-star lock. That's a high confidence level play from Mikey T. We're hitting it upwards of 63% with my tips, analysis, and predictions of the games. We lay it on the line. We scared money never wins. We don't get disturbed and bothered by outside influences, and we don't change our mind. Once we're at the fork in the road, we go with our gut. We go with the most important thing of all, and that's the information that's provided to us to let us make that best decision. Upwards of 63%. We're putting a smile on your face. We're putting money in your pocket. We've been hitting the championship games. We had a good run in March. We're hitting the bowl games. Now we're out of March into January, Wednesday, January 15th, and let's get to it. Monday night, the Rams advanced the NFL playoffs. They took care of the Minnesota Vikings 27-9. Hello. So now we got the next matchups coming this Saturday at 4:30 KC. KC's at home entertaining Houston. And then Saturday night, the Lions are at home against Washington. And on Sunday at 3:30, Philly in the Rams. And at 6:30, Baltimore and Buffalo. So those are the games this weekend. Kansas City's taking care of Houston. Baltimore's going to go to Buffalo and win. Detroit's going to beat Washington, and Philly's going to beat the Rams. And then we're going to go there. That's our picks for Mike Sportsbook. We're giving it to you how many days in advance? Today's Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 days in advance. That's not bad. That's Mikey T's picks. We're going to study throughout the week, be diligent, line our bets up. Just scared money never wins. And we're going to fire some parlays together. Touching back on parlays, I like to win, and not have a win affected by a loss. Therefore, when I do my betting, I'm doing straight bets, and then I'm also doing other bets with parlays, because Boise State cost me quite a few parlays and quite a few dollars in not coming through and getting blown out by Penn State late, you know. But then I had straight bets going throughout the rest of the bowl season, and we're right on. January 20th, Monday. Don't miss it. The college football championship, Ohio State Buckeyes against Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Tune into Mikey T, as we've got a lock on that game. We've got important information. I know college people. I know people in college sports. I know people across the country. Look, I just made a couple phone calls. I found out some information. So I know some things. That's going to fall under the tips, analysis, and predictions, people. Hello, wake up. Did you smell the coffee yet? Mikey T in the Sports Book, Michigan's premier sports betting hotline. It's a hotline, people. It's a hotline. You know what a hotline is? You call me and I give you some latest up-to-date information on tips, analysis, and predictions. Tips. How about this tip? You don't bet money you don't have. Scared money never wins. How about you don't just change your mind? You stay with your gut feeling. You study. You don't get influenced by outside disturbances. You fire away. You make your own selections. No one's no more than you. Those are pretty good tips. How about analysis? Analysis is the teams transferring, traveling across the country on no rest, the West against the East and the East against the West, and going back and forth. You need rest. So those matchups, those interconference matchups, interdivisional matchups, those are all important. Who's playing? Who's not playing? Who's sitting? Who's injured? Who's sick? You just go on a whim. You're playing a game on Friday and you haven't looked at no news, current events and stuff. You got to stay up on your information, people. You got to know your material. Hello. I'm trying to stay busy, but it's hard. We got a lot of different things going on. UFC cage fighting. We got NFL playoffs. We got the college football championship. We got college basketball kicking it off, where Mikey T is so strong. College basketball hoops coming on tonight. We got Sparty at home tonight against Penn State. Lay the points, people. Spartans at home against Penn State Nittany Lions in college hoops tonight is a good play. Get to the parlor and find out what the 5-star lock is. Those 5-star locks hitting upwards of 63%. Yeah, everybody sells their picks. Mikey T's got a discount going. Get in the parlor, pay $15 and get that 5-star lock. Let me get on a streak. String 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row. Boom, 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 boom. Every dollar amount's different. You know what I'm saying? You're not just fucking being greedy. You're just staying to the grindstone. I don't win every day. No, we'll have those winning streaks. Hello? Winning streaks. And then we'll have a losing streak. Hello? And what causes a losing streak is I dropped the ball on something. It was maybe not the play, but the amount of the play. Or maybe not the amount of the play, but it should have been a different play. Maybe it should have been a total and not the spread. Or maybe it should have been the spread and not the total. You know what I'm saying? So from the one loss to the next loss, to the next loss, to the next loss, we're tweaking, we're studying, we're improving. And the closer I get to a loss means I'm getting a win. And the closer I get to a win means I'm getting another win. And I build them streaks. And anybody that's been following me, 216 subscribers since last February, you know that I can get on these streaks. Win, 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 win. Lose, 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 lose. Man, he's on a losing streak. Oh, win, win, lose, win, lose. Look at those guys in the NFL. Those weekly contests. I've outpointed pointers. I've ran with them guys. I compare my stats to their stats. They got 2 field reporters, a couple girls in the office. They got 9 people running their contests. Leaderboard across the top. I'm right there with them. 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 6 in a row, 7 in a row, lose 3 in a row, get 5 back. You know what I'm saying? And then when the win, it's money management, people. It's money management. I don't have a master's in finance, but I know when you get money, you got to put it away. You got to divide it up. You got to have operating expenses. You got to take care of your bills, and you got to pay yourself. So when Mikey T hits these games, you know I'm paying myself, baby. You know I'm socking money away. You know I got a sock drawer. You know I go to the casino. You know I'm winning, baby. You know what? I show you. You know I win. I show you. You tune in. I show you. I talk to you. I talk to you. I talk to you. I show you I win. I show you I win. Then I lose. I show you I lose. I show you I lose. I tell you I lose. You tuning in, you finding out it's not just a straight scale, people. Everyone knows something. I know something. You know something. We talk less. Listen more. You're interested in whatever you're good in, or you're good in whatever you're interested in. A mechanic, he must like working on cars. That's why he's a mechanic, and he's a damn good mechanic, right? Yeah. That roofer, he must love roofing. He loves roofing houses. Man, that's the best roofer in the world. He loves his job. Oh, that electrician is the best electrician in the whole world, man. He's there every day. He does the job. He never gets electrocuted. Man, he saves his money. Man, that sport's better. That Mikey T, he knows how to handicap games. He can sock them. He can hit 3-4 in a row. He gets down in the dumps, he'll lose 2 or 3 games, but he comes right back firing. Tips, analysis, and predictions, people. Nothing lasts forever. Streaks are meant to be broken. Rules are meant to be broken. Who's showing up? Who's trying? Who's hot? Who's not? Come on, people. It's $1 billion a year industry. I think there's a lot of cheating that goes involved too. Hush. Talk less. It's all got to do with the dollar. So at that fork in the road, the more information you know, it's going to let you, come on, let's get with it. Tips, analysis, and predictions. Common opponents. When these teams are playing each other, look for some kind of advantage. They played that good defense, and then, this team likes to run. This team's going to do this. This strategy, this matchup. Some teams just match up well against other teams, and some teams just don't match up against other teams. You know what I'm saying? By studying and knowing your material, you know, this team matches up real good with this team. This team doesn't match up real good with this team. Knowing those matchups. Common opponents. They did real good against this team. They didn't do real good against that team. They did this. They didn't do real good against them either. They did that. It's studying. And then when it comes down to it, where's the late money at? That's another thing. You need to watch a little bit where the money is. Who's the big bettors when they change that line? You can tell. You got to know your info. It's been a minute, but I took a couple of days off on broadcasting because it got cold, and I had a couple dogs that got sick, and I had other issues that I had to take care of. We got it going back on Monday night. Rams. I missed another good parlay. I won with the Redskins. I won with the Commanders, but if Tampa Bay would have won, that would have cleared an 18 parlay for $754. So I ended up winning $260 instead of $754. Go figure. The $754 was a $4 bet, but I had it spread into $60. I had $60 worth of bets, one being a $4 bet. It was an 8-teamer. I had NFL playoffs, college basketball, and UFC. And if Tampa Bay would have beat Washington, that would have been a $754 payout. But since Washington won, that put me into a different parlay, and it ended up cashing for only $260. So winners never quit, and quitters never win. Mikey T at the Sportsbook with tips, analysis, and predictions. It's Wednesday night. Good luck tonight. We had college basketball. I don't have nothing on pro basketball. In college basketball, visit the parlor for that 5-star lock. You'll get a college play tonight. We're winning tonight, as in any night. Mikey T and the Sportsbook's always with you. Good luck, people. We'll see you soon.